Hi, I'm Linette Danayara, and this is another episode of Beyond the Blue.
Awesome.
Did I do it?
Yeah, it was great.
I did it. What specific strategies are most effective for improving my score on the LSAT logical reasoning section? I would say that the most effective strategy is going to be 1, question identification, making sure you know exactly what question that you're doing, and 2, argument breakdown, being able to quickly and efficiently identify your conclusion and your premises. Do you have a funny story about the first time you took the LSAT? I don't know if it's funny, but it's still trauma. My proctor had a big bag of Takis, like the chips with the red dust all over them, and the entire first section that I was taking my LSAT, I remember her to this day just going into the bag, it was crinkling, her taking the Takis out and munching on them. And so to this day, I do not eat Takis because, yeah, trauma. What's one thing you wish you'd known before starting your LSAT prep? I was too cocky when I started studying for the LSAT. I was like, I'll ace this in about 2 weeks. Not the case. It's not an exam that you can study for in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, even a month, right? It's something that is actually going to take 2 to 3 months to get good at. I wish I'd known it was going to take a little longer so that I could mentally have prepared myself. What song would you say best encapsulates the feeling of taking the LSAT? Oh, this is a good question. Eye of the Tiger. I don't know why, but it just does. In terms of the writing sample, how significant is it in the overall LSAT and law school application process? And what are the evaluators looking for? Now, the writing sample is pretty insignificant in terms of it is not scored. And so I would say it's the least important piece of your actual law school application. The thing that they're looking for is that you are able to write some sort of a cohesive, persuasive essay. If you can follow the prompt and pick a side, stick to that side, really argue persuasively as to why the side that you picked is better than the alternative, you're going to be just fine. I wouldn't stress too much over it. The most important thing is going to be your LSAT score, followed by your GPA, followed by your personal statement, and the rest of the components of the application. Do you have a hidden talent? What is it? I don't have a hidden talent. Nu am niciun talent. Dar mi-au zis ca să mint și să vorbesc pe românește, că poate atunci o să arate ca și cum am un talent. What's your favorite method or resource for LSAT preparation? The only thing I used when I was studying was Blueprint. And to be fair, I checked out different ones. I checked out Testmasters, I checked out Kaplan, and I looked into 7Sage, I think, when I was studying. And Blueprint was my favorite, and that's what I picked. If you were a lawyer in a movie, what would your catchphrase be? Are you joking? Which section of the LSAT do you think students find most challenging? It's gonna have to be reading comprehension, mostly because of the timing, reading 4 passages and answering 27 questions in 35 minutes. But if I'm thinking in terms of things that you need to learn, it's gonna be logical reasoning because there's so many different question types and so many different strategies for each question type. If you could have any superpower for a day, what would it be and why? Teleportation. So then I could go and visit a bunch of different places just really quickly and not have to, go to the airport, wait in line, take a plane. What's something you've always wanted to learn but haven't yet? French. I've wanted to learn French and I haven't. I have failed. Actually, I haven't tried, but What are the key differences between studying for the LSAT on my own versus enrolling in a prep course? And how do I decide which is better for me? No matter what you do, if you're doing Blueprint or not doing Blueprint, do not study for the LSAT on your own. And the reason why I'm saying do not study for the LSAT on your own is because it can be so easy to fall prey to bad habits and to learn things in the wrong way. Even if you do not take Blueprint, although I highly recommend, have something that walks you through the strategies so that you have a good foundation for your basics. Breaking bad habits is so much harder than forming good new ones.